Hey my babies, thank you to Shelly for becoming a new subscriber to Auntie's channel. You can hit that like button on this video for me please and subscribe to Auntie's channel today. Hey my babies, good morning. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's Auntie Trice here with another video for you. If you have not done so, go ahead and follow me on all of my social media platforms listed in the description box underneath this video. Click the like button on your way in here and subscribe to Auntie's channel today. It costs $0 to subscribe to Auntie and support me, so why haven't you done it, my babies? Why haven't you done it? I love you and I appreciate you. To my new followers and subscribers, thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all love me. I love you too. Y'all love me. You love me? You love me? I love you too. I got my handy dandy notebook and I got something to smoke on, so if you see me duck off, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I don't really ask for y'all support. I've been growing this channel and doing this on my own, been literally just sitting out here talking to y'all on my own with no support whatsoever. But YouTube is acting really, really funny with some of my videos, and they're not pushing it through the algorithm, and they're not getting it monetized as well. So, if you would like to support Auntie, my Cash App is also listed in the description box. And voila, it magically appeared, didn't it? It magically appeared. Go ahead and cash out, Auntie. I greatly appreciate it. I love y'all. You don't have to do it, my babies. You're not obligated to do it. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing and trying to push these videos out like wham. But I love you and I appreciate your support. Thank you. If it's from the heart, genuine support, I greatly appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. I love you, my babies. Auntie got over 200 subscribers. I am so freaking happy. I got to start going live with y'all on a regular basis if I can find some time off from work to actually freaking go live. I work 2 jobs, my baby. I'm a hard-working woman. This economy doesn't afford me the luxury of having just one job. So I got to have like 2 or 3 just to pay rent and keep food in my house. I'm not playing. Just to pay rent, keep lights on, put food in my house. I need 2 jobs just to do that. I'm not playing with y'all. So Auntie got to do what she got to do. Until then, I'm going to drop these videos for you in love. I love you. Okay, I really do. So let's go ahead and talk about this tea for today. Okay. Cassie done came out with a lawsuit. A $30 million lawsuit against Diddy, alleging that he sexually assaulted her, raped her, all the other this and the third. Oh my God. Cassie just dropped this lawsuit and we just got wind of it. Publication dropped on this lawsuit, I want to say Wednesday or Thursday. Tell me why Diddy done already settled this shit out of court. I want to say yesterday. He settled it out of court yesterday on Friday. And the lawsuit literally just dropped on Wednesday. When I tell you the powers that be, when you got money, you can do whatever. When you got money, you can do whatever. And now I believe exactly what Cassie said you did. Whatever you did, Diddy, you did that shit. Let's hear what Cassie said he did. Okay, guys, this is the actual affidavit of Cassie. This is Cassie's affidavit that she filed on Diddy for the lawsuit. If you can see in the top left corner, it says Cassandra Ventura, which is Cassie's real name, versus Sean Combs of Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Combs Enterprises LLC, and Docor I-10. So what we finna do is we finna read the preliminary statement just itself. We just gonna read the preliminary statement because I don't know if y'all see that big ass trigger warning on the damn screen. This damn affidavit and lawsuit was so damn bad that they had to put a trigger warning on the damn screen. The trigger warning says this document contains highly graphic information of sexual nature, including sexual assault. It's so damn bad that they had to put a disclaimer on the motherfucking affidavit. Oh my God. Anyway, let's just read the preliminary statement. Defendant Sean Combs is a rapper and record executive popularly known by his stage names Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or Diddy. Mr. Combs came to fame in the early 1990s with his record label Bad Boys Records. He rose to prominence in the music and entertainment industry over the decades and is regularly referred to as a hip-hop mogul. Okay, I just read point one. I'm on point one of the preliminary statement. Now we're going to point two. In 2022, which was last year, Mr. Combs received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards. During his acceptance speech, Mr. Combs stated, "I have to give a special shout out, thank you, love, to the people that was really there for me." He named a number of people before adding, "and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times, love." Y'all remember last year when Carisha was looking stupid holding that big ass sign up talking about congratulations Poppy and everything else, and he was over here thanking Cassie. Like, Diddy, the audacity. I'm over here dressed up saying congratulations Poppy and everything else, and you over here thanking Cassie for staying with you during the dark times. And those dark times, however, they finna start getting into it. This is what Diddy meant by those dark times. Okay, so we at point number 3. The truth, however, is that Cassie, Miss Cassandra Ventura, was held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Miss Ventura, the dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. Among other violent and unlawful acts, Mr. Combs raped Cassie in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Oh my God. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura. They talking about Kid Cudi, because P. Diddy blew up Kid Cudi car after he found out that him and Cassie had been fucking around. So, that's another story, Lord. Well, let me just go ahead and tell you. Cassie was mad that Diddy was out here still running around with Kim Porter and another bitch named Vicky, Jasmine, or something like that. Nina, something. She looked like a little Asian lady. But he started messing with her too. Diddy is a hoe. He was messing with everybody. So Cassie got mad and she was like, okay, so if you can fuck off with other people, I can do that too. But her fuck off was actually she getting in a relationship. She started getting in a relationship with Kid Cudi. P. Diddy told her to end that shit when he caught what she was doing. He told her to end that shit, or he gonna blow up Kid Cudi car. He ended up blowing up Kid Cudi car, even though she left Kid Cudi alone. He still ended up blowing up the man's car. Kid Cudi also came out and said this is true, that he said he don't know if Diddy was the one that blew his car up, but it's true that after Diddy said those things to Cassie, his car was like literally burnt up a couple of days later, exploded a couple of days later in his front yard. So that's true. So let's keep going. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. That's voyeurism. Voyeurism is when you don't even want to fuck your bitch no more. You are paying other people to fuck your bitch and you watching it and you getting off on what these men or women, because you can have women doing this too. You get off on what other people is doing to your mate. That will never happen to me. I don't give a fuck how much money I get. Baby, you is mine. Me and you, we gonna be doing this together. Do you understand? I am not inviting nobody in my bedroom to watch them fuck you. That's nasty. I don't even want to read this no more, y'all, but we gotta keep going. Ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. They talking about Suge Knight. That time when he thought Suge Knight was running down on him, and he went and got them guns and shit and was like, oh, Suge Knight outside. Demanded that Miss Ventura carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. So it goes on to say Miss Ventura met Mr. Combs in 2005 when she was 19 years old and he was 37 years old. He signed her to his label Bad Boy Records, and within a few years lured Miss Ventura into an ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle and into a romantic relationship with him. Her boss, one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry and a vicious, cruel, and controlling man nearly 2 decades her senior. Literally, he was. I just read it. She was 19 in 2005 when she met this man. He was 37. Almost 2 decades older than this woman. Come on now. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, you nasty, Diddy. Oh. Mr. Combs asserted complete control over Miss Ventura's personal and professional life, thereby ensuring her inability to escape his hold. He provided unprecedented avenues for success for the aspiring artist, but in return demanded obedience, loyalty, and silence. Yup. Throughout their relationship, Mr. Combs was prone to uncontrollable rage and frequently beat Miss Ventura savagely. The beatings were witnessed by Mr. Combs' staff and employees of Bad Boy Entertainment and Mr. Combs' related businesses, but no one dared to speak up against their frightening and ferocious boss. Yup. Following these episodes of horrific abuse, Mr. Combs would immediately attempt to hide Miss Ventura and the evidence of his violent rage. He often showered her with gifts following incidents of physical violence, and a typical pattern of behavior by serial abusers. In addition to the physical assaults, Mr. Combs frequently reminded Miss Ventura of his ability to cause serious harm, whether by requiring her to carry his gun in her purse or by blowing up the car of a musician that was romantically interested in Miss Ventura. Right. Adding insult to injury, Mr. Combs would use illegal substances and threats of violence to force Miss Ventura into repeated unwanted sexual encounters with male sex workers. Over the years that Mr. Combs abused Miss Ventura physically and sexually, she again and again tried to escape his tight hold over her life. Every time she did, Mr. Combs' vast network of corporations and affiliated entities found her, and those who worked for Mr. Combs' companies implored her to return to him. Many went as far as to explicitly state that her failure to return to Mr. Combs would hinder her success in the entertainment industry. When she believed that she had finally separated from her longtime abuser, she joined Mr. Combs for a dinner, after which he forced her into her home and raped her while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. Oh my God. Miss Ventura has now fully escaped Mr. Combs, but the harm that the assaults and sexual abuse he caused her to experience for nearly a decade will forever haunt her. She has required extensive medical and psychological care to recover from the trauma she lived through. I bet. She cannot, however, continue to live in silence about what she endured. Mr. Combs remained immensely powerful and immensely dangerous. Miss Ventura therefore seeks justice for the decade of her life that Mr. Combs took away from her, with threats of violence, excessive use of drugs, physical and psychological abuse, and sexual slavery. That's pretty much what he did. He made her into a sex slave. Diddy need to go to fucking jail because he pretty much sex trafficked Cassie from state lines. That is sex trafficking, guys. How he sat up there and he was paying fucking male prostitutes. No matter what city they was in, he was paying male prostitutes to come to their hotel room and fuck Cassie. That was sex trafficking. Diddy, your ass need to go to jail. And I apologize for this, y'all. Like I said, there was a disclaimer about the sexual abuse and everything else. This shit is 35 pages long, and we're just on page 4. I'm not finna read everything to you, but if y'all want a copy of this, I'll post a link in my comments, and y'all can read all 35 pages of this shit yourself. This shit is sick. This ain't the first time that we done got wind that Diddy is a questionable person. This isn't the first time. So what are y'all gonna do about Diddy at this point? What are you gonna do about him? What should be done about Diddy immediately? Keefy D done told you. Cassie done came out and told you. Hell, a lot of people done came out and told y'all, especially about Diddy little sex parties. Kim Porter was finna come out and tell you about these damn sex parties that Diddy be throwing. That's probably the reason why she came up unalived and want to sit over here and say she had pneumonia and shit. She was sick. No. P. Diddy needs to be investigated immediately. Let's hear some other people out their own mouth say some questionable things about Diddy. We need witnesses. Here we go. Kid Cudi confirms Cassie's claims that his car blew up after Diddy's threats. And this is posted on the Neighborhood Talk. He says this is all true. In one incident described in court papers, Miss Vera says that in early 2012, Mr. Combs grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi that shouts out to the Neighborhood Talk.
It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had like, we were in his closet and he like pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he stood over me. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me. And he started like punching me like this. Like he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head, and I was just like covering my face. And he did that, and then after he got done doing that, he like, cause he was standing, his legs were like in between me, so he like stomped on my stomach because he had caught me texting another man. We was in Miami, and
that girl said she was texting
got really crazy at that time.
It don't matter. Golly.
He had caught me.
And she is also the same one that has alleged that she has aborted children from this man. This is crazy. Like not aborted kids, she lost kids because he was beating on her. Like, that's crazy, Diddy. You a monster. Shouts out to the Neighborhood Talk. Cassie's former personal assistant has come out with some words to say, saying that it's all true. I've seen it with my own eyes as her personal assistant. It was sad to watch, but I'm happy she is good now and speaking out. At Dexter James Media. Azalea Banks even had something to say on the issue. She claims that Cassie was sent on a vacation due to Diddy's alleged abuse. Let's read what she said. She posted and she said, "This is true. One time Diddy beat her up so bad he sent her on a 3-week vacation to Hawaii just so no one would see or question how her face got like that." Golly, and she was like, "This is what mental illness looks like for all of you armchair psychologists." That's crazy, Diddy.
You remember Scarface when that white woman was coming down the escalator? Yeah. He was in that man's house and he saw that man's wife and was like this. I was watching Puff. The nigga Puff was looking up there. He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. The nigga jumped off the bar, came over and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head." And I was like, what the fuck kind of request is that? So when I'm like, what the fuck? So when I look up there, this white woman's side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do.
Usher even came out and said that there were some things that he shouldn't have witnessed as a child in Diddy's care. Because y'all know that Usher was Diddy's son, right? Not biologically, but he had guardianship over Usher when he produced Usher's first album. He did Usher's first album when Usher was like, 13, 14 years old. And his mother signed over guardianship to Diddy. They be selling their kids in the industry. They be selling their kids in the industry. The industry ain't what you think it is. The industry, we gonna do a deep dive into that. Y'all wanna do a deep dive into that? I can tell you about some of these celebrity babies. These child celebrity stars. That's why they fucked up now. Orlando Brown. Let's talk about it. Stop playing. It's too much evidence. Britney Spears, let's talk about it. Hey, Justin, JT, you ain't too far from fucked up yourself. You ain't too far from fucked up yourself. They need to start coming out a little bit more and telling you what happened. I am so sorry, Cassie, that this happened to you. That made me sick on my stomach to even talk about this. Diddy, you need to go to jail. Talking about a damn lawsuit. Press charges. You need to go to jail. Then Aubrey from Daddy Kane, she said that in order for her to even get her publishing rights from Diddy, she had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So it's saying that she will never speak about the things that Diddy has done or whatever she has witnessed when she was in under Diddy's leadership and everything. And she said, hell no, I'm not gonna do that so y'all can keep my publishing rights and everything else. Oh, you need a witness on that too? Here we go.
I just want to throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that, 48 million? And this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public. I would like to do a documentary for Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, a streaming site. I offered some of the girls, hey, if you need $800, $900, I'll give it to you. Don't sign this. I just want any claims or wrongdoings or sins prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing
what's in the news now?
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay? It's hundreds of dollars. And me as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now.
Quiet as it's kept, this shit been floating around about Diddy for years. Shit about him liking little boys having sex parties and orgies and shit like that. That been happening. That been floating around for years. Carisha, separate yourself from this man. That's why we really been clowning you, Carisha. That's why we really been clowning you. We been knew about Diddy and his repertoire. We been knew about the foul shit Diddy been doing. And your ass sat up here and you got in that circle and even let that man have a baby on you. Carisha, please. Please, baby, run. Use them beautiful thick legs and run. Head for the hills from which cometh your help. Head to the hills from which cometh your help. Leave that man alone. That man is not right for you. That man is not right for you. Everybody ain't gonna keep saying the same thing about you for years. And the shit ain't true. Just like with the next person that I'm about to talk about. Ain't nobody gonna keep saying the same thing about him and the shit ain't true. Will Smith. Ain't nobody gonna keep saying that you gay. And ain't nobody gonna keep having these gay rumors floating around about you and the shit ain't true. And this has been going on for years. This has been going on for years. That's why I believe 100% everything Cassie is saying. You sat up there and you was watching while she was literally getting fucked. Literally, like, you nasty freak. I can't believe it. Well, yes, I can, because you got money, you got power. And sometimes that can be too much for a person. That money, that power, and that fame got a little bit too much for you, dude. It got a little bit too much for you, and you got big-headed, and you started feeling like you are God. You literally controlled that girl's life. You controlled Cassie's life for 10 whole years. You kept that girl captive for 10 whole years like you were God. Y'all see what he was doing? He literally was paying doctors to come in and out of hotels checking on Cassie. Like, literally, because he didn't want her to go to a hospital publicly and people see, like, ooh, Cassie fucked up. See, he has the money to make things, like I said, appear and disappear. He has the money to do that. He was in control of that girl's life. Boy, you need to go to jail. You felt like you was God over Cassie. That was crazy that you did her like that. Ooh, Cassie, I'm so sorry that you went through something like that. But we kind of knew that you was Diddy's sex toy. We kind of knew that because you signed with that man to put out some music. Cassie signed with Diddy to put out music originally, okay? And when she got with Diddy and she signed with him, she literally didn't put out an album or didn't put out no type of music. He got her in his clutches and he turned her into a fucking sex slave. What music do Cassie got? Cassie got like, what, 2 songs? What album do Cassie got? Cassie ain't even got no album. Like, he real life, just do your research on Cassie's story. You'll see I'm not lying, guys. He signed Cassie to his label and did not put out an album, did not do nothing. He did not do none of that. He put that girl on his arm and used her for arm candy. That was his eye candy. That was his sex trophy. That was who Cassie was to him. That's why anything that he told her to do, she did, including shaving her head when she didn't want to do that. Because you see, since Cassie has broken up from Diddy, she ain't shaved her head not one time. She done cut it. Yeah, she done cut it and had it into a nice little cute little thing like that. But she has not shaved her head since. Like, she don't do that. That wasn't her. That wasn't even her personality. That ain't the way she rock. Yeah, she beautiful. She can rock either hairstyle. She's a beautiful woman. But that ain't what she wanted to do. She did it because she felt like she had to do whatever she needed to do to keep this man happy and keep him off her ass. Period. And that's not the way that I want to live. That's not love. That's not love. That's not the way that I want to live. And that's not the way I want to be in any type of relationship. Hell no. The celebrity industry is different from our world. The real world, the regular world, the modern world that we live in is totally different from the celebrity world. That's why I don't fool around in it. Everybody be so happy when celebrities be coming here to Tallahassee and be like, oh, we finna go sit up and go to this after party, do this. And no, Auntie gonna sit right here and I'm gonna report on what happened after that after party. Because something gonna happen. I'm just not gonna be in the mix though. I refuse to be in the mix. Just not gonna do it. But Cassie, baby, you are a strong woman for doing this. I don't give a fuck what people are saying, talking about, oh, why you waited so long to do this and why you waited so long to come out and say something about it. Bro, are you serious? Who are y'all to tell them that they have a time limit on telling their story or getting justice when justice is due? Because whether you know it or not, he fucked that girl up, not just physically but mentally as well. That girl had to come back from a lot of shit, so it probably took a lot of the energy. It took a lot to do this. Y'all are so insensitive. It's time for y'all to be a little bit caring and just a little bit empathetic, sympathetic, just a little bit, showing a little feeling. I get tired of saying that every time I get on here. I get tired of saying that. You got to learn how to care about people just a little bit. Just a little bit. Shit, it ain't gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. Diddy, I knew you been a slimy salamander sucking sap of shit. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And it's just coming out. That shit coming out. Now we need to investigate you about Kim Porter. That shit is coming out. Your ass need to go down. You need to go down. That's sad. But let's move on. We finna talk about these gay rumors on Will Smith. Okay. Somebody that came out and said they seen Will Smith and Dwayne Martin engaging in sexual acts with each other. Let's listen to him.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murder. There was murder in there.
So this singing canary's name is Brother Bilal. And he is Will Smith's former assistant, as well as former best friend. Well, not even best friend, former friend. He self-proclaimed himself as Will's friend for over 40 years. And I said former because, nigga, you ain't their friend no more after this. Why is you going around telling that man business? Why you going around telling that man business? Why? What do you gain from this? That's crazy. But you telling us something that we already knew. We already knew Will and Jada were swingers. We already knew that they were gay. We already knew Will likes to be fucked. And we already know that. Jada probably pegs Will. We already know this. Hell, it's clear that Jada isn't really satisfied with Will in the bedroom anyway like that. Because why the fuck is she... August. Let's not forget August. Let's not forget August. Please stop. Let's you're telling us something that we already knew. We shouldn't even be in them people's bedroom. What they do in their bedroom has nothing to do with us. What the fuck? Why are you out here talking about it? And y'all mad with Tasha K. What y'all mad with Tasha K for and saying Jada Pinkett need to sue Tasha K and Will Smith need to sue Tasha K? Why? Tasha K is the interviewer, not the one that's actually putting out the dirt. She's not the one that's actually saying that shit. Bilal is. She's just interviewing it, and she putting out the dirt. Bilal is the one that y'all need to be mad with, not Tasha K. Tasha K do it what she gonna do to get that money and to get the views. I don't agree with putting out shit like this. I don't want to do that's not my business what people got going on in their bedroom. That's not your business, and you never know what type of mental state of mind you're gonna put those person in. You don't know what you're gonna put them people in by going around telling what they do in the privacy behind their four walls. The privacy of their four walls. They don't need nobody telling what they got going on from behind their four walls. They need to sue your ass. Which I think that's what Jada said. Did she say that? Shouts out to the shade.
The no soccer mom chapter, right? You shoot down every rumor there's ever been about y'all. That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all were sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 23 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense.
and this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work, we're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. Mm-hmm. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that. But yeah, Say,
leave it alone. Don't go no further.
Yeah. No. Nobody said anything. It's, so for me, unfortunately, it's part of it. You know what I mean? It's not true. We gonna take care of it, and that's that.
How does so there was a money shakedown prior?
Oh yeah, it was a money shakedown.
They tried to extort you before?
Well, it's based around this person's idea that they in some way were doing business around Will's book, and that they spent money or what have you, and that they needed to be compensated. So he already tried to do this money shakedown. Mm-hmm. Will was willing to give him a certain amount or what have you, and he didn't take it. So this whole situation is based on that.
Give him a certain amount. Why though? Just
because of some business that they had, and I don't know the complete details about it, but that's about to come out because, like I told you, about to take legal action.
Right. You should.
Yeah, no, we are for sure.
I was asking how's Will dealing with it. Does he laugh it off?
Release a statement.
Will. Here's one good thing about Will. Will's always gonna find the funny.
I figured that.
Yeah, he's always gonna find the funny. You know what I'm saying? And so
y'all laughed at the murder, kill.
Yeah. You have to because it's absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And so all you have is you just gotta laugh about it, and it's unfortunate because.
Did he ask you do I look like I give off bottom energy?
He was like, do you believe it? But we just laughed about it.
In the No Soccer Mom chapter, all right, you shoot down every rumor there's ever been about.
So Tasha K will not be held liable in this case if Jada decides to go through with that little threat she just said. No, Tasha ain't gonna be held liable. She the one that's just doing the interview. She is not coercing that man, and it don't look like she got a gun to his head making him say things against his will. That man went on Tasha K's show. That's her show. Yeah, he went on, but he's the one that's saying that. So they have to get him, not Tasha K. Tasha K just messy. And y'all been knew Tasha K was messy after she did what she did with Cardi B, and she's still doing it to other people as well. Tasha K don't care about nobody's feelings. Tasha K want that coin. She don't care about nobody's feelings. She just gonna say what she gonna say, and she gonna report on it, and her followers, her big subscribers, everybody, she got a huge following. They gonna just read into it. And that's dangerous for a person to have a big platform like that and they just be spewing mess all the time. Because that's what your audience and that's what people feed into. And they kind of, cooperate that in their, ordinary lives by looking at you. You are an influencer, are you not? Jesus. Anyway. Sue him, Jada. Sue him. Because his big ass didn't have no business going up there talking and running his mouth like that anyway. But you know what? When you open the door for disrespect, when you start disrespecting your husband, you open that door, Jada. Not everybody else trying to disrespect him. Clean it up, Jada. Clean it up and clean it up fast. Y'all, leave Will alone. Leave him alone. He been gay and happy and peace for these years. Leave him alone. Y'all know this is the year of Aquarius, so this is a lot of truth telling and a lot of shit gonna be revealed throughout these. Ooh, it's a lot of shit been going on just this week alone. But that's all Auntie got to talk to y'all about for today. I got some more coming out of Tallahassee. I got something to talk to y'all about coming out of Tallahassee. I love y'all. To my new followers and to my new supporters, I love you too. I'll be seeing y'all soon. I'm taking a quick little break and I'll be right back. I promise you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.